Massey Ferguson 35 loader tractor, 18-foot Kiwani disc, 13-foot DMI chisel plow, 8-foot international chisel plow, John Deere sickle mower, PTO driven generator, and my Harrow, 20-foot Harrow and the Harrow Gator.
Now I have to ask you, I have a grandson that goes to the university. He's not old enough yet. Number 74.
It's an auction, you know. People come in and everything, we're there to support you because they understand the different situation that you're going through. But they're also there to look for a good deal. Boy, they just as soon buy that tractor for $1,000 cheaper than spend $1,000 more.
I grew up in Iowa on a family farm just north of here, about 400 or 500 acres. The farm crisis of the 80s took a toll there. I started farming back in '75, and I just didn't have enough time to build the equity I needed by the early 80s when the land went down. I couldn't compete. But in the net end, it might have been for the better, because I ended up going to college, studying ag. So getting a job in the seed industry, I stayed in agriculture. My specialty is producing hybrid seed corn. Nate, number 75.
Mike, that's my wife, Stephanie. Oh, and this is Cindy. She's a mix between a chocolate lab and something else. I farm 1,700 acres. We're at least half rented, half owned. My father farmed and my grandpa did too. I started in '79, and really had nothing to lose because I really didn't have anything going into it. Used Dad's machinery. So I grew up in it all. It's all I've known. I've been through about 28 harvests, and I hate to say it, but you kind of get to the point where you say, well, how many more am I going to be able to do? I'm 51, and the older we get, the more you think about that number. Number 51.
Oh, well, that was my husband Joe before he got sick, so yeah, I guess I've been farming for about 9 years. Number 9. Yeah, I've always been a gardener, but I've been growing food for other people for about 9 years. Oh, I like to grow stuff. Lots of lettuce, cooking greens, herbs, lots of onion, garlics, and leeks, and lots of heirloom tomatoes. I'm one.
Donald, I'm 68, almost 69 years old. I've lived in this state my whole life, and I'll tell you, times have changed.
John Deere 4430, which didn't mean a thing to me. John Deere 4020, which meant everything to me.
My dad and my granddad farmed in the 40s. They were the last of their breed. The horse would pull these mowers behind him, and there'd be a seat for the driver. I mean, everything was basically done by hand or horse for years. Well, this was the late 40s, the early 50s. They were the last of their breed in this area. There was simply no money in the family. They never planted corn with tractors.
The 4020 tractor had a lot of symbolic value for some reason. I don't know why. I planted with the 4020. It was my original tractor when I started farming. And there's something about the 4020. It's sentimental value. It has a representation that says, this is what farming is about. There's no doubt about it. The John Deere 4020 was sexy. Yeah, it was the tractor everybody wanted to drive. I mean, you were out there in the open, and it didn't matter if it rained on you or whatnot.
Prairie rolls. This one, believe it or not, we had the other night with pizza. We decided that we're not having pizza and beer anymore. We're having pizza and wine. It's sweet enough that it kind of offsets the spiciness of the pizza. It's not extremely sweet, but it's kind of neat. We just have fun with our wines. People come in and say, yeah, you know, I don't know much about drinking wine. And I say, well, you don't have to. Find one you like and drink it.
I'm going to make coffee and see how many people are takers. Cream, sugar. I'm Daphne, owner of a B&B. Ours is a concrete house because we want it to last forever. Mexican style, colors everywhere.